Okay. Hello and welcome to Dead by Daylight. We're gonna be playing as the new killer. Alright. So it's not the alien. He released it a little while ago. Here it is, the unknown.
Life is what we make it.
So this is the unknown. We're gonna start with some background. We'll start with his perks and his power. So first off, his perk Unbound. Pain lingers in the air. An alluring aroma that excites the impulses. This perk activates for 30 seconds after a survivor becomes injured by any means. After vaulting a window, you gain 5% haste for 10 seconds. This effect cannot stack with itself. I heard it, running. It was getting closer. Unforeseen. Terror takes many forms and whispers devastating lies in its victims' ears. When you perform the break action on a generator, your terror radius transfers to the generator for 30 seconds, and its radius is set to 32 meters. You get undetectable for that duration. Then this perk goes on cooldown for 30 seconds. Mom, if you find this, I'm sorry. Alright, our next perk. Undone. Hope is the delusion that keeps its victims alive. When a survivor misses a healing or repair skill check, gain 3 tokens up to 30. When you perform the break action on a generator, if you have any tokens, consume all of them. For each token consumed, the generator loses 1% total progress and then becomes blocked for 1 second. Then once the generator is unblocked, it starts regressing. This perk goes on cooldown for 60 seconds. Erratic behavior and machinery could be related to redacted for the testing required. Its attributes, its max base speed is 4.6 meters a second, its base terror radius is 32 meters, and its height is about average. So the UVX, some believe the specimen was recovered by the military for their experiments, the codename Unknown Venom X. Press the power button to charge UVX. Once ready, press the attack button to launch UVX. A bouncing projectile which creates a blast area upon impact. Survivors become hindered if touched by UVX while airborne. Survivors touching the blast area become weakened. Weakened survivors lose health states touched by blast areas. Survivors lose weakened by successfully staring down the unknown. Special ability, hallucinations. The unknown will internally create up to 4 hallucinations. Hallucinations cannot be created while charging UVX. Performing interactions or in proximity to map objects like hooks. Whenever survivors are touched by blast area or otherwise become weakened, the next hallucination spawn time decreases by 10 seconds. The unknown can teleport to hallucinations, leaving behind a temporary decoy. Survivors can remove hallucinations from the trial with the Dispel ability. Weakened survivors take longer to dispel. If Dispel is not completed, survivors become weakened and trigger Killer Instinct. Request for analysis redacted, instant redacted, awaiting approval. So Olivia, let's, if you guys want to skip this, you can. I don't know what time, but we're going to read this entire backstory about the unknown. So Olivia's master's thesis was on urban legends and their origins. She believed they shared similarities with traditional folklore and picked one to illustrate her point. The unknown was believed to be a mysterious evil, so heinous that investigating almost immediately invited death. At least that was how the story went. And there were many stories. One story was of a woman in Greenville who disappeared without a trace on stage in front of a room full of witnesses. Her friend disappeared weeks later while trying to investigate what happened. The police were stumped. They had no clues or leads, and that mystery created the perfect storm for amplifying and spreading an urban legend. Instead of going back home for spring break, Olivia headed to Greenville to investigate. She drove to the second cheapest motel in town and began to set up in a small room that smelled of cigarette smoke, mold, and booze. She turned one wall into a kind of evidence board. She taped up articles and various theories on similar disappearances, attributed to the unknown throughout the country. She made the connections with a red string and yellow thumbtacks. Anyone walking into the motel room would think she had lost her mind. There are many theories as to the unknown's origin. Some said it was a malevolent entity conjured long ago by an ancient cult. Others believed it to be an alien that escaped from Area 51. Legend was it thrived in darkness and stole the voices of those it consumed so as to lure others to their doom. The first newspaper articles Olivia found referenced a disappearance at a seance held in the 1800s. In the late 1950s, several college students mysteriously disappeared from a movie theater. Witnesses saw them go inside. Some remembered seeing them in their seats, but when the lights came up, they were gone. No one saw them leave. No trace of them was ever found. A projectionist claimed to have heard voices in the empty darkness of the theater later that night. When he turned on the lights, no one was there. Then, in the 1960s, a group of teens disappeared while exploring an abandoned hospital believed to be haunted. Stories and speculations arose to explain these mystifying disappearances. Some talked about a top-secret government research program run by the Office of Strategic Services in the 1950s. Project Apple Pie, mind control experiments using hallucinogenic drugs. Most of the records were destroyed in the 70s, but witnesses claim that experiments were performed on unsuspecting civilians in various settings and locations throughout the country, including movie theaters, hospitals, and universities. Many believe these unethical experiments opened doorways to other dimensions, which allowed evil things to enter the world. Olivia wrote observations to pin to her evidence board. The unknown dwells in darkness and can mimic its victims. Was it an evil entity? An extraterrestrial? A failed government experience? Or just a garden variety serial killer allergic to publicity? She wanted to prove the unknown was nothing more than modern day folklore, and that investigation led here to this night, to this place, to this shabby motel room. Yep, she couldn't help but notice that the disappearance in Greenville included one detail that the stories didn't: the fog. And she half remembered another urban legend with a thick, unnatural fog that somehow made people disappear. Maybe, she mused, the Greenville disappearance didn't relate to the unknown, but some other darkness. For a moment, Olivia wondered what would happen if one urban legend encountered another. She laughed at the idea and tempted fate by sketching a picture of what she thought the unknown might look like. Then she pinned the sketch right in the middle of her evidence board, laughed nervously, and waited to be consumed by the unknown, and tried to define it. Anxiously, she stirred the windows and front door for seconds, into minutes that turned to hours. Nothing happened. Hours after 2 a.m., Leah was exhausted. She examined the articles and sipped cold coffee. So, when she first heard the whisper, she wondered if she imagined it. Olivia seemed to come from the bathroom. Help! The lights in the room flickered. Who's there? Leah stared with wide eyes at the closed door of the bathroom. Her mind was playing tricks on her, or has it shown up to prank her? Aurelia? Sean? Stop messing around. The lights continued to flicker as she edged closer to the bathroom. Fear spread in long waves through her, and her terrible realization bloomed within her that the unknown was behind the bathroom door, was preparing to make her pay for her hubris. Something began to whisper her name again, but then the voice rose, cracked, distorted in sudden panic. The brooding creature behind the door were under attack. As an unknown horror filled Olivia's heart, and left room for nothing else. She breathed deeply as cold sweat bedded on her forehead, placed her hand on the doorknob. The lights turned off, but she could still hear the strangely inhuman cries. Then the lights turned back on, and she could see a strange black fog seeping through the bottom of the door. Hastily, Olivia cracked the door open. To see a bulky shape with frenzied tentacles pulled into a thick mass of fog, vanishing slowly into the darkness like a dying shadow. The shrieking stopped suddenly. Neighbors banged on the wall, turned down the TV. Leah stared intently at the black abyss that yawned before her. She wasn't sure what to do. Part of her wanted to run, but the other part wanted to know more. And as she considered what to do next, dozens of voices began to call her out, with promises of the unknown and the impossible and of unearthly things beyond human experience. So this doesn't really give us any information on who the unknown is. That's dumb. But it's cool though, now that we actually at least have him here. And usually they come with an outfit. was the wrong one. Where was it? Here it is. There we go. Alright. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, let's first take a look at the store and see what kind of outfits, the Unknown has. I've actually played against the Eyeless Woman. It changes the voice, which is really cool. The story is spread across the Midwest about a woman who disappeared in the middle of a parking lot. Eyeless Woman. Greenville Cheer. A high school cheerleader had gone missing a decade ago, but someone thought they saw her at the playoff game. Greenville Pep. Alien Invasion. All we know is there are things in this world beyond our understanding. Yeah. I think it's all super cool. Alright. It's ready up and we started. Wait, so okay, this is my theory, that the Unknown was trying to lure to get Olivia, but Olivia was saved by the fog entity. Usually I think we get Olivia, but I don't think we got Olivia. I don't remember. I didn't really look at the survivor yet. And I've been waiting for this chapter since I've heard of it, like 2 weeks ago. So I've been waiting.
I need help. Help with this.
was a fun match. Let's take a look at the achievements. I'm gonna take a look at the achievements really quickly. Okay. You guys can't see it, but I can. So All Things Wicked, Prey Upon, playing as the unknown, put survivors in the dying state using the UVX 20 times. I think I did that at least like 3 times during the match. What Lurks Beneath, and playing which injures survivors while in the basement 25 times. Okay. Adept Unknown. Movie Buff, and complete the generator inside the movie theater Greenville Square. And Escape. Fearless Healer, and public match heal a total of 25 health states while in the basement. A lot of basement. They were really basementing during that time. It's real strange. Alright guys, well that's gonna be it for today. I just wanted to show off the killer, and I hope you guys had some fun watching it, I guess. We got to learn all about the killer, and eventually I'll have longer streams. But right now, I'm not really in the mood for longer videos and lives. Yeah. Alright, well, if you guys want to play with me, you guys can. Once we return, I'll tell you guys my username so you guys can play. And we can just pretty easily get matches done. And have a lot of fun. So if you play on PlayStation, even better. That's perfect. Yeah. Jackie Mon 11. That's it. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.